Hello, my name is Aaron. I own Need of Tranquility in Pittsburgh, and today we're going to be talking about bony landmarks of the skull. Hello, welcome back to the Massage Mentor channel. I apologize, it's been a while since I have recorded a video. Last week was Valentine's Day week, and if you are a massage therapist currently, you know that that is one of the busiest weeks in our industry. So I am a little behind, and I apologize for that. But today we are going to start a series on anatomy. I was approached by a student and asked if I could do a refresher for them before their MBLEX. So we're going to go, we'll start with the head and the face, and we're going to talk about the bony landmarks first in the first video. The second and third videos we'll get into the muscles of the face and the head, how they're innervated, and where they attach. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So we're going to start by talking about the occipital bone, which is the base of your skull. If you put your finger at the base, at the very bottom of your skull bone here, and you start running it superiorly, you'll run into the external occipital protuberance, and you should feel a little notch there. As you go up, it'll kind of hang or get caught up right on that bone there. The other occipital landmark that we'll look at is if you put your fingers right in that protuberance, if you just run your fingers laterally, that is the superior nuchal lines. So the parietal bones here are on the side of your head. They meet right in the middle, and there is a suture there called the Sagittal Suture. And if you can almost feel like it's kind of raised, and you can follow it back to where, if you ever heard the term soft spot as a child, that's where it meets the Lambdoid Suture. So you have the suture that runs back this way, and then you have the suture that runs this way. Sorry, it wasn't straight. It's hard to do in a camera. Straight down this way. And that sagittal suture actually stops like right here. And you can kind of feel where it stops as well. And then you have a suture in the front of your head that's called the Coronal Suture. And that separates your frontal bone of your skull from the two parietal bones in your skull. Right under your parietal bone is your temporal bone. Obviously your temples sit right on the temporal bone. On the temporal bone, there's two important bony landmarks here. So if you go right behind your ear here, you'll feel a superficial bump, and that's called your Mastoid Process. And that's where the SCM attaches to, so that's an important one to know. The other major bony landmark is right in front of the ear here. You can kind of palpate. It's called the Zygomatic Arch. And this is where the masseter muscle attaches to. So if you go and you kind of pinch along here, you can feel that arch. You can feel like your thumb kind of go underneath there. It's basically your cheekbone. And then right above that zygomatic arch, right in here, that's your temporalis. We kind of touched on it before when we were talking about the coronal suture, but this right here is your frontal bone. It makes up your forehead. Right underneath it is the sphenoid bone, and it kind of looks like a bat. And you can look at that in the picture in this corner here. Down here we have the mandible. It's the lower half of the jaw. Obviously the very bottom of the jaw, the base of the jaw, is right here. You can feel the condyles of the jaw. If you put a little pressure in and up, you'll feel where the jaw, end of the jawbone is there. So from the condyle, you go an inch, or roughly an inch in front, right there. And you can feel the coronoid processes. Right underneath that is called the ramus of the jaw. It's flat. And then right at the angle of the jaw is actually called the angle. If you follow the base of the jaw right at the edges of the mouth there and you push in there, you'll find the mental foramen, it'll feel like almost like a divot in your jaw. So that was an overview of the bones in your face and the bones in your skull. We went over some bony landmarks, which will help us in the next couple videos when we're talking about where these muscles attach, how to find those muscles, and how to properly palpate those muscles. I hope you enjoy this video. If this is your first time, if you want to hit that subscribe button below, that way you'll get to see other videos a lot like this one. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button below. If you have any comments or questions about this video or have any ideas for future videos, please put that in the comments section below. I appreciate everyone for watching. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next week.